only.
Wake up! Harry Spotter! It's leg day!
You're a squatter, Harry.
Using the squat rack on the third floor corridor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to die under the most painful weight.
Your father was a twig spotter.
Rotingo.
Snape! Don't hide from us. We will find you.
Dad?
There you are, gym rat. Look at his funny muscles.
What do you see, Harry?
It's me, squatting the forbidden weight.
It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to squat. Do you train legs, Severus?
Always.
Listen, and last night I'm guessing Snape went to the forbidden corridor to squat the forbidden weight. That's why he's limping.
Harry, if you can lift it too.
That means he is your real father.
We go tonight.
Make America lift again.
America can be described as one word.
To humanity.
Your gains can change the world.
I love that. All right, we're just gonna play a quick little Boss Lady song. It's like 40 seconds. I love you.
Sweet dopamine hit. Or hell, just improving your own personal best time is enough for some people. The speedrunning community is huge and incredibly competitive to boot. It's not all sunshine and rainbows though. You see, in order to get this level of skill, you need to play these games for hundreds, perhaps even thousands of hours, to absolute perfection. These individuals have to know these games front to back, every inch, every crevice of these games, to get the perfect time. Everything in the kitchen sink, just to shave off those few milliseconds needed to break any kind of record. Think about it for a second. These people need to play these games over and over and over and over and over, all for the sake of getting faster and faster at the game. It needs to become muscle memory. That's enough to drive anyone insane. These speedrunners need to dedicate a good portion of their brain to just remembering these games front to back. In the professional world, we call that autism. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things everyone knows, but no one likes to talk about. A lot of speedrunners are somewhere on the spectrum, and most of these games they speedrun basically become their hyperfixations. I should note I'm not saying this from the outsider looking in. I'm on the spectrum myself, and I can sniff out my own pretty well. But because of this, speedrunning gives a lot of people who are not the most social, weren't that good at sports or the recreational activities, an avenue to do something they're finally good at and be lauded for it, to get that moment to shine from complete strangers on the internet, to finally be seen for what you can do.
You did what?
World record.
Larry, you got the world record. Oh my God, you got the world record? Oh my face. Oh my God, I knew it was coming. Oh my God.
But this is also a double-edged sword. You know that episode of SpongeBob where he forgets everything to become good at fine dining, but cannot do anything else? That's kind of what happens here a lot. A lot of these individuals do well at what they're good at, but when things go awry and out of their control, it ends up disastrous. If a run goes bad, a lot of speedrunners do not take it well. And that's putting it lightly.
No way! No way! No way! No way!
I don't think Nintendo ever expected years later grown men will be getting this angry at a game made for children. And it's not just the runs themselves. Some speedrunners cannot take the pressures of the real world as well. Seeing how much drama and controversy there constantly is in the community, it's no wonder. Having your brain dedicate an entire portion of itself to a video game is enough to drive anyone crazy. But I think I've rambled on enough. It's time to get to the meat and potatoes. Now, whether you're into speedrunning or not, there is a good chance you've seen this clip online.
So, confirmed Santa's #1 helper is a squirrel.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet. But yes, you are correct.
This is the infamous Summer Games Done Quick of 2014. Everyone in the speedrunning community has probably seen this at least once. In this video, you seem to have a Reddit user, a Walmart clerk, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and Mark Zuckerberg all sitting on a couch together. The main 2 points of interest here are the two in the middle. One is constantly making corny jokes, while the other is extremely focused on the game.
He doesn't actually talk, though, so he would never say that in any situation.
He makes grunts. That's kind of like talking.
He could pretend he does.
Now, I have no real interest in the man who scanned my Oreos yesterday. The real point of interest here is the guy cracking corny jokes. This is Chibi Necro, also known as just Chibi. Chibi is a victim to life itself. Chibi wishes to be well known for his speedrunning, but things never go right for him. This clip at Games Done Quick will be his legacy, but that hasn't stopped him from trying. It's not just this clip that he's done. He's made some terrible mistakes, some terrible decisions, and others have never let him forget it. It gets to the point where it just becomes sad. In fact, I would say Chibi is the world's saddest speedrunner.
So, confirmed Santa's #1 helper is a squirrel.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Now, I'm not going to go into some big history lesson on Chibi's life or some true crime shit. None of that matters. All you need to know is Chibi is a speedrunner, and he is autistic. I'm not jumping to conclusions here or anything. His own mother has confirmed, yes, he is on the spectrum.
Julian, I just want you to know something. He's got some issues. He has Asperger's, autism, and sometimes he doesn't think clearly, and he makes stupid choices and stupid decisions.
Yes, ma'am.
So basically, he is everything of what I described earlier. Not very good social skills, but he is good at what he hyperfixates on, speedrunning. Or at least, that's what we're led to believe. The only thing of Chibi's early life we have is this video of a young Chibi showing off his dark energy moon collar.
It's pretty much the source of my power. It's the source of my energy. I collect dark energy from the moon, and whenever there's a full moon out, it's hard to explain, but that's kind of the way it is.
So it seems Chibi had an edgy phase in his teenage years. Hey, we were all young once. We did stupid shit, but most of us didn't upload to the internet to be permanently etched on there. Chibi speedruns primarily Nintendo games. His favorite ones seem to be from the GameCube era, one of his favorites being Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, and oh boy, we'll get back to this one. And honestly, as a speedrunner, there isn't too much to note about Chibi. He's not bad, but he's not playing super expert level 99 like a lot of these guys who have these games burning their retinas have. He's just alright. He's better than I'll ever be, I'll say. Really, Chibi was completely unknown to the public. That was, until the Games Done Quick incident. Yeah, this was Chibi's claim to fame. This is what pushed him into the public's eye. And that's kind of sad, don't you think? Being known as the I would really prefer if you would be quiet guy is like having the star power of the guy who shot JFK. And really, the whole ordeal should have never really happened if anyone was actually paying attention. Apparently, Chibi was never actually supposed to be there. It was his birthday, and he was invited to the couch by Mark Zuckerberg here because of it. How nice of him. If he only knew. No one questioned it or had any issues with him. He didn't know anything about Tomba 2, and so he did the only thing he could do: crack corny jokes.
Yes! Fast pants.
They make you go fast. Oh yeah, I would hate to actually, like, have to put the pants on.
I mean...
Alright, rip safety apple. I gotta go.
I mean, I could always wear the pants.
He seemed harmless, but little did they know, this would lead to one of the most infamous moments in Games Done Quick history, right next to the knitting girl.
You guys have noticed that I've been knitting the entire time I've been here? And I actually learned how to knit from my grandmother. Can you stop?
Despite nobody being in the actual audience while this speedrun was happening, more people would see this clip than most of GDQ's live streams combined. The most popular clip of this has 8 million views on it. PewDiePie made a video on this, and it has over 10 million views on it. So, almost 20 million people, give or take, have seen this clip over the years. And people seem to be split. They either believe Chibi was too annoying, or that caveman was being too standoffish. I have no say in that matter. That's up for you to decide. After this incident became famous online, it sort of did launch the two into fame, or should I say, infamy. Chibi did become a semi-famous figure, not only for this, but for other reasons we'll get into in just a bit. Caveman, however, seems to have just fallen off the earth. It's very obvious to me the man wants to keep a low profile and just forget the whole incident ever happened. He looks back on it with annoyance and regret.
From what I understand, his name was Chibi, which is an excellent name for a man. I told him to be quiet because he was a fucker, and I didn't ask for him to be on the couch, and he just invited himself on, and sat shoulder length to me so I couldn't move my elbows, and just would not shut the fuck up. Did anyone see him actually doing those jumping jacks? Like, Jesus Christ, at least do good, proper jumping jacks. I didn't flip him off, I didn't suplex him, I didn't do anything. I just wanted him to leave me alone after the stream. He didn't get it, like, he tried to approach me like 3 more times, like, get out of here, guy, what are you doing? They called Chibi that guy. Chibi was that guy. Am I really a meme? Have I attained meme status?
So, Caveman's importance in this story is over. It's all about Chibi and what he did after this incident, after he got that little bit of fame. And oh boy, did he do...
Make America lift again.
3 more times, like, get out of here, guy, what are you doing? They called Chibi that guy. Chibi was that guy. Am I really a meme? Have I attained meme status?
So, Caveman's importance in this story is over. It's all about Chibi and what he did after this incident, after he got that little bit of fame. And oh boy, did he do some very, very, very interesting things after the incident. And we're going to talk about those things. You want to know what happened to the Games Done Quick guy? Well, these other incidents are what happened.
So, confirmed, Santa's #1 helper is a squirrel.
You cheated!
If you don't know Chibi from the GDQ incident, then you probably know Chibi from this incident. In early 2015, Chibi was speedrunning one of his favorite games, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. This game, being the classic it is, has a huge speedrunning community. There are people who have combed over this game and dissected it, from front to back, looking into every nook and cranny of it to see how it works, and what would work in a speedrun. Glitches they could abuse to shave off those few precious seconds to make the times faster and faster. I don't even know how some people know about a lot of this shit. How do they find this stuff out in the first place? Autism sure is a powerful thing. Well, Chibi decided to speedrun it once more to try and beat his personal best time. But from the looks of things in this current run, it wasn't going too well. It didn't look like the run was going to beat his personal best, so he decided to do something risky. He decided he was going to attempt and pull off the double jump glitch. For those who don't know, there is a glitch in Thousand Year Door where after exiting from a battle, for a split second after you leave the battle, you can control over Mario again. If you jump and then, at the exact peak of your jump, let your partner hit an enemy for you, after you exit the battle you can jump again to give yourself a double jump. This can be used to skip huge chunks of the game you're not intended to get to, which Chibi is attempting to do here. Now it should be noted, this glitch needs to be frame perfect in order to work. If you are a millisecond off, it will not work. It is extremely difficult to pull off without the use of a script or bot or whatever. You need to get this in 2 exact frames, one before and after the battle. and Chibi was going to attempt it to save his run. He even got a beat going so he could line it up just right.
Alright, here we are. I like that jump!
And by sheer luck, he got it. He got both of the frame-perfect inputs just right. But despite doing this next to impossible feat by yourself, his reaction is just blank. He barely reacts at all. Usually when most speedrunners pull off an incredible feat, their reaction is nothing but pure ecstasy.
Wait! It is it! That is it! Yes! Wait, what? I thought I didn't get it! I thought I didn't get it! I thought it was A2! Anycat Gaming! Oh my god! What?
But Chibi just sits there, staring off into the distance like he's found himself back in the war. So he pulls off an extremely difficult feat and barely has anything to say about it. Something seems off here, and I'm not the only one who felt this way.
I just was curious because we've been watching those games on quick clips, and my algorithm just sent me to this thing which was like the saddest speedrunner in the world. Hopefully we can have a good stream today. Oh, my mic is seriously fucked. It does that sometimes. Hold on. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go to the command line. Gotta go to the command line. Wait, hold on, I'll do that easier. Testing. Yeah, no, it's still fucked. Creating Solana from the command line. I forgot to open as an admin. Alright, Solana generating. Alright, we're back. Alright. That's me semi-famous. Yeah, hold on, let me rewind a little bit for you. Surely it's this.
And it's not just the run's world's saddest speedrunner.
Or maybe it's this.
Always wear the pants.
He seemed harmless, but little over and over.
Yeah, so he's just famous for being autistic and not shutting the fuck up during the thing. During the games done quick.
But yes, you are correct.
This clip online.
So confirmed Santa's #1 helper is a squirrel.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet. But yes, you are correct.
His face.
This is the infamous Summer Games Done Quick of 2014.
Ooh.
Everyone in the speedrunning community.
Yo, actually, I need to check. When is Jade as a Boss coming back online? She honestly has the most comfy streams. Playing music, talking about like drama and hobbies, playing like fun terror games. And honestly, I didn't realize how Kuma brain she was until recently when we watched that compilation of her off her own channel. Someone made a Kuma fucking thing of Jade where she was just constantly talking about that shit. But realistically, when I watch her, I always felt why am I typing in Destiny there? Jade is a boss. She did a tweet saying that she was digging out her streaming equipment to come back to streaming. What the hell is this? But I was always worried for her. She is genuinely not at all Kerma brand. To be flipping what I said before. And I think I'm gonna dig out my streaming equipment from the garage this weekend. And that was on like the 17th. Wait, so that was the weekend just been. Did she stream over the weekend? She's almost like guaranteed to get like 30 or 50 subs if she just streams for like one weekend. Get in here. But yeah, like if you look at the kind of guys that follow her, I don't know, it was just always like, I feel like she would get sexualized more just because of her like natural like tomboy-ishness, where she was just like warm and welcoming but also like super fucking hot. Yeah, I definitely vibe with the moustache guy as well.
Even though you guys pretty much do the
Although part of me, worryingly enough, vibes with the autist dude. I'm like, oh no, am I like that?
Has probably seen
Is that
this
me?
at least once. In this video, you seem to have.
And then there's like a bit of a recap on the video. But the recap basically says this caveman dude just like goes offline. It's like, fuck it, I don't want to know anything more about it. But this chibi dude has finally got his claim to fame because he's a super average speedrunner. And the narrator of the video let us in on some information where apparently he cheats.
You need to get this in.
This is definitely the cheat. Because he had not one, but he had to do 2 frame perfect.
2 exact frames, one before and after
Jumps.
the battle. And Chibi was going to attempt it to save his
Which
run.
is
He
amazing.
even got
But
a
then his
decoy to
autism
run
kicks
up his
in.
run. Off an extremely difficult feat and barely has anything to say
And
about it.
he just has no reaction to doing it. He's just like sick.
Something seems off.
Why would I need to like feel excited about this if I just cheated, right? It's not like it was hard, and it's like, yeah, but everyone is gonna read your reaction, dude.
And I'm not the only one who felt this way. Remember when I said autism is a powerful thing? Well, it just so happens that one expert on this game,
Maybe when I type in chat I'm autistic. Yeah,
who has
definitely.
dissected the game front to back, was watching a stream while he was doing this. And he immediately knew something was off. He warned Chibi he was going to analyze the footage, and the look on Chibi's face is priceless.
I can't even like, when I type in chat, it's just like the most just disjointed thoughts that I'm just like spurging out of my head. And I don't even think people are going to reply to 99% of them, although it does get tiring just constantly being in this void, because the more I do it, the more likely people are to just avoid like any message I say, right?
The face of many reaction images. The expert, whose name is Tasmalio, went through the footage frame by frame and came to the conclusion that
Whereas like if you compare me to Famogus, you can tell that he's like out and off throughout his day and he thinks of something funny and then he brings it back to chat later. So Famogus gets continuous Omega lols in chat.
the movements Chibi
I find it really interesting to compare my own chatting style to his.
did not match up with how the glitch was supposed to go. He lost momentum while performing the first jump, so it wasn't at the peak it was supposed to be at. He confronted
Okay, so he does actually go down a few frames.
momentum while performing
You can see the dude going downwards.
the first jump, so it wasn't at the peak it was supposed to be at.
And he needs to be going upwards when he starts the battle in order to get the momentum,
He
right?
confronted Chibi about it, and Chibi confessed. He used a moon jump cheat to make it look like he pulled it off. Chibi cheated. When
Right.
news got out about this,
Immediately called out on
Chibi
cheating.
was ridiculed.
It's so dumb, like, just to hope that no one will notice that this was actually impossible.
Any speedrunner that gets caught cheating is pretty much shunned for it. Speedrunners
That is real autism there.
are seen as pro-tier.
I had a pretty bad nightmare last night. I played a lot of horror games, even played Silent Hill 6. at 6 or Silent Hill 6. But damn. Man, I had a dream last night that Otis was drowning. And, or yeah, basically he was drowning. Like, I'll show you Otis. Hold on, where is he? I had some other nightmares last night, but then they just sort of disappeared. This is Otis. Otis! Yeah, Otis jumped in the ocean to grab like a finger or something, and then he had this finger in his mouth, and then my brother-in-law, who's this like massive unit, it's funny because like I'm like a big unit, but my brother-in-law is like fucking huge, and he doesn't really gym. My sister just makes him like good food. And he just has these like giant muscles, but he's literally just like a country boy raised out in the middle of nowhere who's been working in forestry since he was like 15. Hold on, I'm trying to find a picture of him now. And then his brother is even bigger than him, so like they are like strongman physique. Like these dudes could unironically just be like